beautiful moguls and mogulettes. My name is Lillian, aka the Indaboski of the supermarket industry. And when you hear my voice, you know I'm bringing you fantastic news. On today's edition of Fantastic News, guess what it is? I'm going to be talking about 3 steps you should take before you start a business. Okay? 3 steps, 3 easy steps you should take before you start a business. Okay, so let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm an entrepreneur who has been in business since 2008. I own a clothing store, a fitness brand, a supermarket, and a couple other businesses. Okay, so your girl knows the tea. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about only one business. I'm talking about at least 8 businesses since 2008. So it's in your best interest. I'm not an expert, but at least I know I have some tips that I wish I knew early on. When I started, I would have moved on so much faster, but no complaints because I enjoyed the ride of learning. So the 3 major steps you should take before you launch your business is: number 1, what do you want to do? Sounds like such an easy question, but a lot of people don't know what they want to do. So we're going to come back into that. Secondly, why do you want to do whatever it is you have decided you want to do? Very, very important. And when I explain, you would understand why your what is very important. Thirdly, research. Research is your best friend. I was lucky that a little early in my business years, I want to say about the third year, my older sister in New York told me quite a bit about researching. I was quite lazy about it initially, but now, oh my goodness, your girl is the king of research. Ask me about anything, I'm going to pull up my computer, I'm going to search it, I'm going to find an answer, and I'm going to solve that problem. Okay, so without wasting too much time, let's talk about the first step. What do you want to do? Now, because I know how easy this sounds, but how challenging it really can be, is the reason why this is actually number 1. A lot of people don't know what they want to do, so they see what other people are doing and decide that that's what they want to do, and that's often the beginning of the problem. One of the easy ways to solve, to find out what it is that you want to do is to journal. Bring out a pen and paper, go somewhere quiet, sit with yourself, and ask some deep questions. Number 1, what do you like? Number 2, what comes to you easily? Number 3, what would give you joy and fulfillment in, a job or a career or a business? You want to really find out what it is you like, because once you know what you like, it's easy to know what you want to do and how you want to do it. And when times get tough, because it's something you actually like, you are able to persevere, you're able to be consistent, you're able to bring your best foot forward, because you have more happier days than not. Because first things first, it is something you actually truly wanted to do. So that's that for what. Secondly, the second thing you want to do is know your why. I cannot emphasize this enough. Again, a lot of people take a job for the sake of money, for the sake of, some people are desperate. Some people just see that this is what their friends are doing, or this is what people say it's making money, and they just follow the trend. Now, every business has its pain point. Every business has that moment that would have you thinking about your whole life and what you are doing and why you decided to do what you are doing. Before you get to that point, you need to know why you are choosing either this career, this line of business. It is extremely important, because when times get tough, the tough get going. But what gets them going is the reason. So your why is the deep-seated reason why you started this whole thing in the first place. You really want to know why. So I'll give you an example. For me, I've been wanting to do YouTube for the longest time, and I know why I've really wanted to do YouTube, okay? So despite all the businesses I have had, I really wanted to do YouTube all this time because I feel like I have a wealth of knowledge from all the things all the experiences I've been through in my businesses, and wishing that I had someone that looked like me to take the time to explain, to teach me, to tell me what to do. It would have saved me a ton of energy. I would have, done a whole lot better from the onset when I started. I want to do YouTube because I feel like speaking in front of the camera comes to me easy. Like once I turn on the camera, once I break that jinx and I start recording, I literally can speak for 10 to 20 minutes straight, no pause. And editing is just like right there. I get it, so you have to think of why. Your why has to be like really, really strong. Another reason for me is, I want to be able to just bring out my phone, bring out my laptop, bring out my computer, wherever I am in the world, like no matter where I am, and do something, and that's work, and that is like something that adds value. So it's just something that it's just been a gut feeling for me, something I've always wanted to do, and that's one of my whys, and that's why you're watching this video right now. Okay, so third thing is research. Your third step you should take before you start a business is research, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot to find out when you say you want to do something. When you want to start a business, when you want to start a career, it sounds very exciting and it's very easy to make a decision. Oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to be a YouTuber. Oh, I want to open a supermarket. Oh, I want to own a boutique. Oh, I want to be a fashion designer. But have you considered how many hours you need to sit behind the sewing machine to be, a tailor? Have you considered how many hours you have to fly to different destinations to purchase for a supermarket? Have you, sat down to think about the wealth of knowledge you need in accounting just to run a retail business? So it's beyond the glitz and the glam of any type of business or any type of career that you decide that you want to do. There is the down, dirty work that has to be done. And when you research, you'll be able to find out all of these details and ask yourself a true question. If you are capable and if you're willing to do what it takes to be successful at this career or this business that you decide that you want to take on for your life. And so I wanted to keep this video short. I wanted to keep it sweet. I wanted to keep it nice. I guarantee you, even if you've already started a business and you had not asked yourself these questions, or you hadn't done enough research in the business that you have already started, take these 3 steps. I promise you it's going to help you. Come back to my comment section and tell me if it helped you in any way. I would really appreciate that. On that note, make sure you subscribe, because your subscription is going to give me encouragement to come back and give you guys more tea, more value, more knowledge on how to make your businesses successful, okay? So, signing out, and I'll be back with another video. I've got 3 more tips for you that will boost your business even further. The only way you're going to know is if you subscribe. So every time I drop a new video, you're going to hit that. You're going to hear that bell go. All right, guys. Thank you. See you in the next video. Mwah.